my peeps, welcome back. Got another tutorial for you guys. We're gonna make some eggnog. Now, I didn't make one beforehand. I did make something like an eggnog. It looks like eggnog, but this is coquito, Puerto Rican coconut eggnog. So it's not as white or as light as regular eggnog because we put a lot of cinnamon in our coquito. So I made this is a fake one, and then it got fake coconut around the rim and some cinnamon sticks. But this is coquito. I put a little bit of cinnamon on the top, sprinkle some cinnamon on top, but this is coquito. So if you want to make a coquito for my Spanish people out there, just make your spackle a little darker. I use you can use classic caramel, right? And then that's it. You know, you're gonna do the same thing I'm about to do for the regular eggnog. And I have a tutorial if you want to make some fake coconut. I have a tutorial for that. And basically how you're gonna put it on here is you're gonna get some tacky glue. Put some tacky glue around the rim. Not a lot that it slides down. You know, just put enough so that the coconut sticks to the glass. That's all you need. You don't need to overdo it, okay? But for the rest of the way you put it together, I'm going to show you right now when we're going to make regular eggnog, okay? So I'm going to put my coquito over here because, you know, got to represent. Anyways. So, you know, when we did the gingy milkshake, we took, oh, I got these glasses from Dollar Tree. I don't know if you can see it, but it says, you can see that good. It says Season's Greeting. No, 'tis the season, not Season's Greeting. It says 'tis the season. I got two, because I'm going to make 2 eggnogs, right? I got me some of these cinnamon sticks. Well, I got these from Dollar Tree last year. They not the best quality. Perfect for this. I got me a little bit of ground cinnamon. Also got that from Dollar Tree. And then you're going to need a little bit of Aleene's tacky glue. And then you're going to need a little bit of spackle, which I colored with antique white, or you could use off-white. Any of those colors. For your eggnog, because this is kind of like I went online and I searched, so this is kind of like the color of eggnog. I know it doesn't look good up on the camera, but well, maybe if I turn the lights on, right, it might help a little bit. So this is kind of like the color of the eggnog, and I went online to actually see what's in eggnog, because I don't drink eggnog. I really don't like milk products. I don't like milk in general. When I eat cereal, I use almond milk because I don't like milk. But anyways, let me stop talking and get to it. So in this glass, I did the same thing. I try to peel this off, but I'll do it later. You know, takes forever to try to peel off something. So when we did the shake, I took some of the glue. Now you don't have to do this if you don't want to. But when I was making the eggnog, I kind of wanted some of the cinnamon to show through, like that there was cinnamon. Or when I went online, and eggnog supposedly has nutmeg in it. It says, and some spices. I guess you could put whatever spice you want, right? But when we make our Puerto Rican coquito, Puerto Rican coconut eggnog, we have cinnamon, we put nutmeg, we put clove. This is my recipe, the recipe I make. I don't drink it, but I do make it. So I put coconut, cinnamon, cloves, ginger, and sometimes I put nutmeg and what's the other spice? There's another spice, but that's why it looks so brown, because we put a lot of coconut. I mean, a lot of cinnamon. But anyways, So I took some of the tacky glue and I painted the inside of it like we did last time when we made that shake. And then I sprinkled some cinnamon in it so it could have cinnamon around the edge. You can't really see it right now, but once I put the spackle on here, you're going to see it. So this one, I'm going to leave it plain. I'm not going to put any cinnamon in it, but I just wanted to see that little bit of a technique if that's something that you want to do. Okay? So now I'm going to get to spreading the eggnog into the cup. Now, you don't want to fill this up to the top because you want it to, you know, it's a small glass. I'm going to try to just, like, cover this part up. So I'm probably just going to go, like, just slightly above because I want the 'tis the season part to show. So I'm just going to go, like, above, right above here, okay? So, you're going to take your spackle and you're going to smear it just the same way how we did it for the, now, you can see the coconut now, you see it? I mean, why I keep calling it coconut? Cinnamon, that's because I'm talking about the coconut eggnog that I have over there. Now, pay attention that you don't pass that line, like I was saying. I just wanted to go right above that part, not too far up. Because you're still going to have to, you know, we're going to put our little piece of cardboard and whatnot and, you know, fix it up. So it looks filled, but we're not going to use too much product. Okay? So just look at it and make sure you don't, we're going to wipe that and we're going to make it look nice and clean. So don't worry about that part too much. So you're just going to go around. And then once you do this, you got to let your cup dry. 100%, okay? You got to let it dry. I think I went a little too crazy with the with the cinnamon. But, like I said, you don't have to put the cinnamon in there. It just makes it look more realistic to me. I don't know, like, you know, like it has spices in it like it's supposed to. That's just me. You don't have to do it like I said. You just want plain eggnog. That's totally up to you. Right? Just like in real life, in real food. Some things I don't like. I'm not too crazy about cinnamon. Or any of those spices, actually. Nutmeg and all that. I'm not, not really my jam. Not my thing. I don't, like I said, I don't drink eggnog. I don't drink coquito. I make it. I don't drink it. I actually used to sell it, but I don't sell it anymore. Because I don't feel like dealing with stuff sometimes. And you know, when people place an order, you commit yourself to that. And you know what? Sometimes when I take an order and then the day comes, I'm like, man, why did I take that order? So I decided that I'm not, make sure you fill the bottom. So I decided that I'm not going to take any orders. That way I won't feel bad about telling somebody no. Or, you know, I don't want to make something for somebody and not feel like put 100% in it. It's not good. You know what happens? Everything goes wrong. So, now look at your glass. Look around. Make sure you're not missing any parts. See if you got to come up a little bit. Come up. Because like I said, we're going to wipe it down. We're going to give it a clean edge so we don't have to worry about that too much. But make sure that you cover everything up good. Look at the bottom. See, I'm missing a little spot right there. Gotta make sure you're not missing any spots, because then once you put the top on it, you can't take it back off. So make sure your little corners and your little spots are well coated. Let's take another look here. I think everything looks good right now. So cover this up because I need to make another one over there. And now I'm gonna take my wet wipe, my wet one, my whatever whatever you call these things. And I'm gonna go around to clean it, give it a clean edge. Okay, basically you're just gonna go like this, and you're gonna give it a clean edge. Look, I didn't even reach all the way to the right spot. I mean, you know what, let me come this way. Hold on, I don't want to spread what I already took off and put it back on. Let me come this way and clean this edge like this, so I could hit all the spots. And then, see, there you go. Listen, we could use this. Hold on a second here. Let me put this back in here. Cause I didn't make a lot. Cause I always overdo everything. Everything I do in my life, I overdo it. When I go buy craft supplies, I don't be wanting to buy one. I want to buy 2, 3, and then I have too many. That's everything in my life. All right, so make sure you clean those edges up pretty good. Because you got to let this dry 100% before you move on to the next step. Okay. Now the line doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Because when you put the eggnog in the cup, it's not going to be, like when you put real eggnog. Alright, but you do want it to be nice and clean, a nice clean edge. As good as you can get it. And then you're going to let this dry. You're going to let this dry 100% before you move on to the next step. So when this is dry, I will be back. Welcome back, my peeps. So my cup, the inside of my cup has dried. And I could go on to the next step. So the next step is, we've done this several times. You get your toilet paper tube. You're going to cut it down and you're going to put it in the middle. This is going to be our filler. Okay? Now, you're going to cut a round circle to fit in there. And you want it to fit kind of, I don't know if you can see that, but it's, oops, I didn't glue it down yet, but let me glue it down. Because I want to show you. You want it to kind of be close to the top, because you don't want to fill it up too much with, you know, you don't want to use too much spackle. That's not necessary. There's no point in wasting your spackle if you don't need to, okay? So I'm just going to put this in there, glue it down. We get the glue stick, because you know, it always act crazy. So that's glued down. Now I'm going to glue this on top of here. Alright, so like what I'm trying to say is that when you cut your round, you kind of want it to be, I don't know if you can see, is like really close to this edge. Because we just going to put enough to fill that space up. You don't need to fill up the whole thing with spackle and all of that, because you're just wasting your product. That's it, okay? And honey, nowadays spackle is expensive. Yep. So put this in there. Let it set up for a minute. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue around the edge right under the little bit of spackle that we already have there. Don't go above it, because then when you fill it, you're gonna see the glue, and we don't want that. We want to hide the glue. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna hide the glue. because we don't want to see. I mean, we don't want the spackle to go down, even though it probably won't because it's thick, but we still gonna do it like that. Now we gotta let this dry. I already have one that I kind of finished a little bit earlier, and you can see, just gonna let that dry for a minute. You can see the top is already filled up. I did the same thing. I put a piece of cardboard, and then I put a piece of the toilet paper tubing in the middle. Then I put a piece of the cardboard on top, and I let this set. Got a little bit of spackle on the outside here. But you can always wipe that off with a wet one. I need to wipe the whole cup because I got a little bit all over the place. Because I was being messy. So, I got some. I'm going to get a new stick because I don't like that stick. So, got a little bit of extra that I'm going to use to fill up this part. I'm just waiting for this to dry. It's not dried yet. And I'm going to show you how I do that and how I got it so smooth. If you can see, you can't really see because this light is not the best. Let's see if you can see it now better. A little bit better. See, it's smooth. Well, it has a little bit of texture, but it's not as lumpy as well because it looks like, you know, you poured it in there. But it looks pretty good. So I'm just waiting for this to dry so I could put the next layer on top. And we could fill this up. So I'm going to take the rest of this. It's a little bit dry, so I'm going to wet it up. I'm going to wet it up a little bit. I always keep my spray bottle filled with water. I don't like to just pour water into my spackle. I like to spray the water in there so I won't add too much. Even though spraying it, you could add too much, but I just do 1 or 2 squirts and that's it. I ain't trying to get crazy. So now you're going to take some of this and you're just going to go in here and fill up this edge. You're just going to go right above it. Fill it up. Okay. Move this over here. Come bring this over here. Make sure you don't have any glue webs sticking around. Grab those because it'll mess up your hole. When you try to grab it, you're going to lift up the spackle. Okay, got that. So just go around and fill in that. Just push it around. You don't have to be... Bro, I'm using my finger because... And just push it into that corner. You're going to clean the edges with a wet wipe, so don't worry about it too much. But you definitely want to bring this to the edge so it could look like it's part of your eggnog. Okay? You might need to just put a bunch in there and spread it around. Just want to get it to the edge. See this glue web? See that? Hate the glue web. Just push it around. It's not going to matter how even you put it down or anything because I'm going to show you right now in a few. Once I get this first little layer down, how you're going to smooth it out and make it look like eggnog, like a smooth eggnog drink. Now make sure you bring all that extra spackle over here, spread it around. And don't look too good right now. You can't really, like, these lights are really, like, I don't really know what to do about the lighting anymore, but I try, but I don't know. I'm not a professional at that when it comes, not a professional at anything. But I'm just saying, I can't figure it out. I tried to do a couple of different things and it ain't working out for me. Let me get my wet wipe because I don't want to touch my glass with this spackle on it. So basically, you're just gonna, don't worry about if you get any on the glass because you're gonna wipe that down. You just want to make sure you get into this corner here, into the edge. So you can bring all of this around. So you don't need to worry about the middle part because that, I mean, it's going to be covered. You need to worry about this edge. So you could just come on and bring it around like that. You're going to wipe the edge off of the cup anyway, so it doesn't matter, okay? Now let me take a look at it. See? You can't see none of the edge. And that's what we want. And then you're going to take your wet wipe and you're going to get in the edge like how we did before. You're just going to go down there, clean up that edge as best as you can. That's all you're going to do. Because the next step is you're just going to put some in there. You're going to pour some in there to make it look like poured. Hold on, gotta clean the. Alright, you see that edge? Well, I need to clean this right here. Make sure you take a look at it, go around, take a look at it. Ugh, I put more spackle on it. Instead of taking it off, I put it on. This is a bit of a process, but it's gonna look so cute when you finish. Just gotta make sure you go around and look at it. Alright, we good with that part. So now you want to kind of smooth the middle out a little bit. Don't touch the edge. Just worry about the middle. Do not touch the edge. Try to get up as much as you can from the middle to make it flat, okay? It's not going to be 100% flat because you can't get down there. But I'm going to show you a trick in a minute that's going to help you. So you're going to take some of this. You're going to take some of this because we want it to look smooth like this. So you're going to take some of your spackle and you are going to, now make sure you put enough. Okay, you're going to take some of this spackle and you're going to put it in here. And then you're going to add a little, you're going to make your spackle runny. So you are going to add some water to this, little bit at a time, okay? Don't get cray like I tell y'all, little bit at a time. You just want it to get like a bit watery and runny. That's still kind of a little bit thick. So at this point, I'm going to add water, but I'm going to spray the water in there, not pour it, because I might pour too much. Okay, and let's see how that looks. Still think it's a little bit kind of thick. Alright, and now after this, I'm just going to put it in there. So you're going to take your cup and you are going to, first of all, make sure you stir it pretty good. And then you're going to pour it in. Make sure you pour it in the middle. Okay. Then you're just going to hit it around like that. Try to get it into those edges. Because that's how you're going to make it smooth. You're just going to put it into those edges like that. Right? And then once you got it all in the edges, make sure you get it good in those edges. You're going to tap it. You're going to tap it down. Sorry if I'm making noise, but so you can tap it on your hand. So you don't want to make that noise. And there you go. See how nice and flat and smooth the top of that is? That's what you want. Okay? So I'm not really going to mess with that one too much. Well, actually, I'm going to leave that one kind of plain, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to it in a minute. I'm just trying to save my little bit of spackle here because, like I said, spackle is so expensive. But you know why it's so expensive? Because it's building material. And building material is really expensive right now. Like, for building houses and stuff like that, it's really, really, like, out of control right now. And that's why spackle is not as cheap as it used to be. Oh. Ah! Of course, guys, you know I always got to do something, right? You know. Because I can't. I'm over here trying to clean. All right. So for this one, let me throw this one away because I don't want to touch it and smear it all up all over again. So for this one, I'm just going to put, let's see if I can, let's go this way. Let's look this way. Let's see what we got here. So for this one, I'm just going to, you see how nice that look? See how nice that eggnog look? And you gotta clean off my glass because I've been getting spackle on everything. I don't want to tilt it, but look how the inside look. Nice and smooth. Make sure you get, and you gotta work fast because the spackle, it ain't waiting for you. It start drying fast. And I'm gonna put this darn, this is some ugly cinnamon sticks I got from the Dollar Tree. I do have some cinnamon sticks somewhere, but they up too high. Oh man. So I don't like this cinnamon. I don't like it. But I'm gonna put these 2 cinnamon sticks in here, and that's gonna be my decorations for this. Okay, 2 cinnamon sticks. That's it. Which I should have put going this way. And I'm gonna sprinkle some cinnamon on it. Some cinnamon on top. Actually, this is fake cinnamon I made. Know how I made it? This is a piece of that clay you buy from Dollar Tree. So I let it dry, and then I took a grater and I grated it. And it looked just like cinnamon, okay? And this is perfect for anyone who don't want to use real cinnamon in their drinks. This is perfect. I have to do a tutorial on that one day, but so this one is done. I'm gonna see this one. I really don't like the way these cinnamon sticks look like that. So then this one is done. See my cinnamon sticks and my fake cinnamon. Now for this one, I'm gonna add some whipped cream. I don't really got no good cinnamon sticks, so I'm gonna just use 1 cinnamon stick. So basically, you know, you get your spackle. You know, the same old spackle we've been using. See, I had to let this get too dry because I had this set since before. So now it's going to act all crazy. But like, if you don't work fast, even if you keep it covered, it start acting up. So let me put a quick squeeze, see? Okay, it's going to be all right. So, I'm going to put some whipped cream right in the middle of this. Like that. Right? It didn't come out the way I wanted because my spackle is dry in my tip a little bit. So don't, when you put your spackle in the bag, yeah, I did have it covered up, but it is what it is. I'm going to get my fake cinnamon again. And I'm just going to sprinkle some on the top. Because you know. Hey, I ain't even grabbed nothing. Right? Let's put this one over here. So I got one kind of decent looking cinnamon stick. I'm going to just stick it in the middle, right? I'm going to stick it in my... And then I got this. I bought these holly leaves. And I want to stick one of those in there too. I don't know how well this is going to go because I had a different kind of holly. Okay, that don't look too bad. Like that. And there you go, my peeps. You got your eggnog. Like I said, you could put your cinnamon on the inside, so you can see it on this side. Even though I kind of made it, I did a little messy, but you know what I was trying to do. You take your time. And then this one is just plain eggnog. It doesn't have any cinnamon on the outside. Just eggnog with some cinnamon sticks. No whipped cream. None of that. But go and make you some. And then like I said, for my Spanish peeps who want some coquito, I got you too. I got you too. Because you can make your coquito. Just put some fake coconut around the rim. You ready to go. Alright? I hope y'all like this tutorial. And until the next video, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep crafting. And I think I got a couple more videos, and then that's going to be a wrap for the holiday season, and we'll move on to something else. Until then, you guys, stay safe and healthy. Talk to you soon. God bless.